If you asked me about the biggest problem I personally see among K-pop fans when it comes to analyzing vocals and pretty much any singing related topics, it's not really the lack of knowledge nor the lack of singing experience. It's not the misuse of some technical terms or those silly sounding, eye-roll inducing tears that reduce vocalists to their supposed quote-unquote supported range. Well, it's none of that. To me, the most serious issue is the lack of perspective. But before I go any further, let me make very clear that this is not going to be a video of me complaining that vocals in K-pop are lost or dead and that idols are pathetic if they're not able to sing like the great Whitney Houston. Even if vocals are rarely the main event, I think the K-pop genre has a lot to offer to its fans, and that idols deserve praise and credit for their hard work and discipline. The harsh truth, however, is that most K-pop fans, especially those mostly familiar with 4th, 5th, and to a lesser extent 3rd-gen groups and soloists, are living in a K-pop bubble, which limits their perspective. I believe a lot of fans have not been properly exposed to great singing. Singing that's not defined by forced high notes or questionable stylistic choices. But by actual skill, control, and intention.
So, with the Wizard and I, you have, I guess, that you use thinner vocal cords. Did that really just happen? Have I actually understood? You? I'm not that girl. Hands touch, eyes meet. More air. Sudden silence, sudden heat. And with Defying Gravity, in the beginning, it's like a cry. It's grounded. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Rounded.
When it comes to vocals, the limited perspective can easily make K-pop fans come off as unrealistic, naive, and ignorant. And for the record, I absolutely do not think that fans are 100% to blame for this phenomenon. Especially not when people like this get rejected by the industry. Not the type of vocal performance you usually hear in K-pop, right? While I can see how sonically this may not be everyone's cup of tea, that's fair. You need to know what Yoon has done here requires serious, advanced technical skill. She's been able to squeeze so much in this rendition, taking us on a real journey through a variety of tones, dynamics, placements, and emotions. Just her and her voice, and the result was a true spectacle, which is rare. So how to burst the bubble that you may be trapped in? Explore. If you want to broaden your horizons, you need to gain a better perspective. It may sound obvious and banal, but if you want to know good technique and great singing, you gotta hear it first. You gotta hear it. What gorgeous controlled vibrato is like. What is dynamics control?
But above all, I wish you love.
what great belting sounds like. What a beautiful lower register. What a serious vocal run is. Even what clear live vocals sound like. I could go on and on, because I believe that you don't need to have extensive knowledge or even singing experience to discover new sounds and start picking up technical differences. Vocal skill is comparative. Well, this may seem like a random comparison, but I gotta say this. On this song, which I love by the way, I think you can immediately notice the difference between Lisa and Raye singing the chorus. First of all, Lisa absolutely sounds good here. Her voice is bright, clear, with a bit of a sharp sting to it. But you cannot deny that when Raye sings the same part, it just seems like there's more going on. Her delivery is more detailed, she has more depth and character. Yes, their voices are different, but technique plays a crucial part here as well. Side note, fingers crossed on their Oscars performance. I hope Lisa crushes this. You don't necessarily have to dive into jazz, gospel, opera, or musical theater, although I do recommend all of those, not gonna lie.
Growing stronger each day till it finally reminds her to fight just a little. I hear again the sky.
But looking at renowned Western pop vocalists, and I mean capital V vocalists, not Tate McRae or Camila Cabello, or even taking it back in history of K-pop itself, can help expand your perspective and give you better tools to compare and analyze vocals. When you don't miss out on good singing in and outside of K-pop, your mindset sort of recalibrates. You can come back to K-pop you're used to with a wider perspective and you start seeing, or rather hearing, things differently. A thin, nasal, strained high note will not sound as impressive as it used to. Your personal standards may change too. Stable live vocals during encore stages will become an expected norm.
Everybody think I was happy, but
Or suddenly, you're gonna notice how the vast majority of active idols don't sing with a good vibrato. The list goes on. You may look at your favorite idols and notice some vocal strengths and weaknesses that you haven't noticed before. A vocalist that you may have considered to be the best of the best there is, you'll see in a different light. I am not saying that broadening your horizons doesn't take time or some effort, but it also can be so thrilling and rewarding. It is a journey worth taking. You may not come back from it the same as you were before, but perhaps you will learn to enjoy and appreciate K-pop for what it offers in a new way. Have fun exploring. Well, that feels like a video that I just had to make. That's all I have for you guys in this one. I hope you found something interesting here. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think about all this. I will see you in my next one. For now, bye guys. If you try just a little more times, I would admit you a believer. Let me show you what it's like every single night to be born again, baby.